Strawberry Fields, located on West 72nd in Central Park West, is more than a gathering spot for Beatles fans. It's a stage for performers from all walks of life. And at the heart of this musical community is a man with an unusual title, the keeper of the list, David Muniz.
My name is David Muniz. I live in New York City, but I've lived all over the country, traveled all over the country for many years. Yeah, I grew up with the Beatles. Yeah, when I was younger, my dad was a professional jazz singer, so I hated his music. When these people from the newspaper come and interview me, and they ask me, what are you? They call me the keeper of the list. Okay, they tried to call me the sheriff. They tried to call me the mayor. I'm not a sheriff and I'm not a mayor. I'm not the police. If we have problems in here, somebody doing some absurd shit, the cops will come in a minute, you know. So, yeah, the keeper of the list kind of stuck. Yeah, that name, I like that name.
But this wasn't always a place of harmony. Years ago, Strawberry Fields had a reputation for being chaotic, an unregulated space where competition often turned into conflict.
Well, there's a lot of bullies in here. They wouldn't let other people play. And they would sit in here all day and not let anybody else play, so.
And you mentioned they were walking out with, roughly how much?
A lot of money. Yeah.
Could you give me, a number?
1,000 a day. If you sit in here for 8 hours, you're going to make money. Yeah.
With no rules and high stakes, the atmosphere was far from peaceful. For tourists and musicians alike, the magic of the space was overshadowed by tension. Enter Dave, who brought an unlikely solution, a simple set list to organize the performers. It was a small change with a big impact.
I told everybody, I said, look, I'm going to make a list. So you don't have to come here early and wait. You can just come here when it's your time, and I'll be fair to everybody. Even if I don't get along with you, I'll be fair. And so I did it for about a week, and then I just took off. And when I got back, everybody was like, why didn't you keep doing it? Blah, blah, blah. That weekend, it fell into chaos. And it's done over a phone with text messaging, and everybody has a phone. So, and I've just kept it up ever since.
His fairness and ability to create order quickly earned him the respect of the community. What began as a one-week experiment soon became a cornerstone of Strawberry Fields' culture. Now, Strawberry Fields has a different energy. It's an open stage for anyone, no matter their experience or style.
The way it works is, first of all, nobody gets denied. If you want to play in here, I'll get you on. We got a lot of people, they just want to play in here one time. They come from Europe or whatever. It's on their bucket list. I figure if you got enough guts to get up in front, it was like we had this girl. She was from Hong Kong, right? And she played the squeeze box. And the only thing she could play was the theme to The Godfather. She sat here for an hour and did it, made money, called me a week later, came back and did it again before she went home.
Of course, keeping the peace isn't always easy. Dave's role goes beyond making a list. He's also a mediator, sometimes making tough calls to protect the vibe of the space.
I had people, I couldn't put this person next to this person because they couldn't stand each other. It was real juvenile, petty shit. And we got rid of them people. They just, I would get guys that say, Dave, can I play? And they come in here and play one time and say, man, I don't ever want to play in here again because it was a bad vibe. We had people only in here for the money. And we got rid of them. And they were, like I said, they were bullies. I'm just saying, if somebody comes in here and does something completely absurd, like we had one guy urinate, he wanted to make a political statement, so he decided he was going to urinate in front of everybody. And you can't do that. You're not. We have kids in here, we have mothers and with their babies. This is rated G, okay?
Through his work, he's found purpose in creating a space where music and community come together.
It's a safer space. Also, none of our guys are hooked on heroin. Most of our guys would just smoke weed, and they drink beer once in a while, but none of them are hooked on any hard shit. And It just worked out like that.
Strawberry Fields thrives as a place of connection and creativity, thanks to the dedication of the keeper of the list. In Dave's own words, nobody gets denied here, and it's the spirit of inclusion and harmony that continues to make this space truly special.